As good as Lexx Little looks, even he is not immune to being made fun of. Thousands of people making fun of even Lexx Little, who doesn't deserve it. He hasn't done anything wrong. Coach Greg, in today's video, it's all about Lexx Little, who isn't so little anymore. In the video, we're going to talk about his bulk, was it worth it, and how the internet has gone insane. I posted a photo of myself, Lexx Little, and Sam Sulek on my Instagram, and it went viral. Talked about everywhere. And why was that? Was it because three young, and I highlight young influencers, of which I'm older than both of them combined, got together for the very first time, posted a photo? No, unfortunately, it's because of Lexx Little's face. And so people are commenting so much that people were literally coming up to me and saying, did you Photoshop Lexx's face? And I'm like, absolutely not. This is just a photo of the three of us taken in a contest hotel. And so remember, Lexx had been on a bulk. He posted videos about this in the past. He was up to as high as 218 pounds. And he had just finished traveling. When you travel, oftentimes people are retaining water. He took a very long flight, very difficult, flew across from the United States to UK just to meet his many fans, taking pictures, signing autographs, and doing his best to appease the fans. But remember, Lexx is human, and how do you think it feels for him to be made fun of by so many people? I'm fat as cook, bro, damn, of which it got 5,000 likes. You don't think that this photo bothers him? When you're being praised for years based on how aesthetic your body is, that how great you look, if you have a photo that you're not quite happy with, this can affect you deeply for not just hours, weeks, months, but years. And so throughout this video, he addresses this. And just imagine, he still looks absolutely incredible. I mean, look at his physique right now. Does this look like a guy who's obese? My question is this: is it actually worth it? Is it worth it? Is he putting on so much more muscle by being at, for example, 15% body fat than he was at 12? Why not just maintain 12% body fat year round? It's called main gain. You won't get people saying, oh, you gained weight, you need to lose weight. There won't be all these comments. Lexx loves Skittles. Lexx not so little. Lexx probably taking Sam's advice and drinking a gallon of milk a day. Lexx got stung by a bee in the face. And so imagine reading hundreds of these comments, essentially making fun of you for how you look. How do you think that's going to affect your self-esteem? How do you think that's going to affect your diet? You really think Lexx is going to continue to eat the same?
I'm going to get some grub because I'm hungry. Haven't eaten a single thing. And, oh yeah, guys, I'm not letting this bulk die. There's no way.
No way.
Oh yeah, guys. Oh yeah, wait.
And so I'm reading this message at the bottom. Message from future Lexx. He did, in fact, let the bulk die. And I wonder why. Saw his photo, didn't like the comments, and so suddenly perhaps he went on a crash diet. Remember, he was as high as 219 plus pounds.
I woke up at 216.4, and at night I was 219, almost 220. So I'm just like, I have to do everything in my power.
Only thing is, once he saw the photo, thought, maybe I should let it die just a little bit.
All right, guys, so the bulk is safe for the next 4 hours.
And so the bulk is safe for now. I'm eating this. I got 4 hours. You know, the bulk this, the bulk that. It's so important to bulk. Heaven forbid if I can't bulk. What did bulk give him? What benefit did it offer him? Perhaps some body dysmorphia? Perhaps making him feel fat? Perhaps being made fun of? Perhaps going viral on the internet? Is this what we want?
So we're going to be going to the UK now, and it's going to be a hell of a flight. 12 to 13 hours.
And so consider it. He just finished eating. He's going on a flight for 12 or 13 hours. Remember, water retention, it's a real thing. When you travel on long flights, it can in fact affect you.
I'm so excited. I haven't eaten, and this will be my first real meal in the past 24 plus hours.
If the bulk is so important, you're not going to let it die. How is it that because of a 12-hour flight, you haven't been able to eat? I mean, am I that old that I think it's easy to eat on a plane? Has anyone ever thought about packing a sandwich? They literally serve food on the plane. It's 12-hour flight. Let's argue that you couldn't eat the 12 hours. You slept the entire way. You get off the plane and you go and buy some food. Why is it that we're not eating for 24 hours? It's like people make excuses. Oh, well, I was on vacation for a week, so I couldn't do any cardio. I couldn't lift weights. Really? You were at a resort on a beach in beautiful weather and you couldn't do any cardio? I guess there's no such thing as walking. It hasn't been invented yet. And heaven forbid if you do a push-up or two.
And literally my first meal in London that I got in London was Chipotle.
I mean, I'm just trying to be honest here. When you're not poor and you're traveling, it's not that hard to eat food. It's not like it's not readily available everywhere. In fact, it's probably too readily available. Why do you think there's a problem with obesity? So many people are overweight because food is so easily accessible. He's eating fast food. It's not like he has a special diet he's on. It's not like he can only eat lettuce. I haven't heard him say he's eating carnivore, vegan. He can eat anything. And so I don't believe the excuses.
I'm looking at my schedule. I have to be at the Arnold Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on Friday and Saturday, I have to be there for 9 hours. I have no idea what I'm going to eat.
Let's say he's so busy that for 9 straight hours, he cannot eat. He's at the expo, taking pictures with thousands of fans. Remember, I was there. I know what it's like. He's saying he can't eat. He's too busy. I get it. I feel you. But even if this is true, 24 minus 9 equals 15. There are still 15 hours left in the day. And last I checked, raise your hand if you're actually fasting right now because of Ramadan. Well, not me, but some of you are. And you can't eat at all during the daytime. You can only eat at night. And so yes, Lex Little, for 3 days, you couldn't eat for 9 hours while at the expo. We get it. Makes it harder. But do you really think you're going to go from 219 pounds to, what did he say, 208, 207? 11 pounds he's going to lose in 3 days because he can't eat for 9-hour windows in each and every day. That's hardly even considered fasting. And so this is what you do. I'm just going to give you some quick and simple advice. Hey, if you have to work for 9 hours and you can't eat, I don't know what job that is, whatever. You get up and you eat breakfast. Let's say you get up and you eat 1,000 calories for breakfast. You then go to work. You work for 9 hours. You then get home from work. Let's say it's a 30-minute drive to work. When you get home, an hour later, you eat. Meal 1, you eat 1,000 calories. Then you don't eat for 9, 10 hours. Meal 2, you eat another 1,000 calories. You're now at 2,000 calories. Then what do? You eat another 1,000 calories. It's 3,000. Most people eating 3,000 calories are, guess what? They're gaining weight. It's a bulk. There you have it. 3 meals a day, 1,000 calories each, 3,000 calories, and you're good. Is it really that hard?
I'm really probably going to come back at like 208, 207, maybe 205, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't be surprised with how fast my metabolism is right now.
No, there's 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. And yeah, I get it. You can lose a lot of water. But if you start losing 10 plus pounds by simply not eating enough for 3 days, then you're doing something wrong. You need to eat breakfast. You need to eat before bed. It's not that complicated.
Your body's so used to burning off all those calories. And right now, I don't even want to know how much I'm going to weigh by the end of this trip.
And so something just doesn't add up. You don't go from being 219 pounds to thinking you're going to weigh 205 from just not eating enough for 3 days. It's not that easy to lose weight. If it was that easy, none of us would be overweight. And he's saying, when you're in a bulk, your metabolism is very fast. Yes, it is, but not so fast that you burn off 10 plus pounds of body fat and or muscle in only 3 days.
Let's just say I got the worst picture of my life posted of me today. And it was, of course, a picture with Sam.
And so up next, he's addressing the worst picture he's ever had posted of him in his entire life. Remember, he's just finished traveling and he's been bulking. And remember, I am telling you that Lex Little is 100% natural. I do not believe he was taking supplements that cause him to gain weight, that he's somehow lying to everyone. I do believe he's 100% natural. And please do not get that wrong.
It's over for me. Now listen.
You're like, wait. It's like...
Now remember, you can't listen to a bunch of losers, people you've never ever met, say about you on the internet. Imagine listening to those comments and actually believing them. So my advice, forget about it. Who cares what they're saying? But I get it, especially when you're young. These comments can in fact affect you.
So this is the thing. Listen, I'm going to explain myself because it's funny. So...
No, you're just bulking.
Could it be as simple as he was bulking? Well, absolutely. But bulking coupled with the fact he's traveling 12, 13-hour flights? Imagine the water retention.
We got some break. Not that my fat ass needs it, apparently.
Last I checked, he was concerned about going from 219 pounds to 205. But now after that picture, he's worried about eating breakfast. Heavens forbid I look like that again, but I want to weigh 219. But 219, people are commenting. Oh, 205, I'm small. And so which is it? You will never be happy. no matter what you look like, big, strong, tall, muscular, good looking, whatever, never going to be happy, never going to be satisfied. You need to stop comparing yourself to other people, stop reading the comments about what people are saying about yourself, and love you for you.
The one time I meet Sam in person, I was low-key thinking, I was like, bro, like, why Sam, like, say something?
Imagine Sam meeting Lexx for the very first time and Sam saying, Lexx, what's wrong with you? Look at your fat face. Totally inappropriate. Who would ever do that? Coach Greg wouldn't do that. You perhaps think I would do that. I would never do this. And so is Sam in fact to blame for this? Oh, you should never have let me pose for that picture. You saw how fat I was. Of course not. We're just people. I never met Lexx for the first time and thought, oh, look at his face. Never thought that. Thought, there's Lexx.
He was like an habit, honestly, bro. Like, kind of like, cook. So don't take a pic.
And so I can't imagine someone going up to someone and saying, hey, you know, you're just too fat to take a photo with me. Like, look at yourself. Like, clean yourself up. This would never happen. I just can't imagine a situation where I'd walk up to someone or anyone would walk up to someone and say, you know, I wanted a picture with you, but you're just fat as fuck. I don't want a photo with you. Like, no. I can't imagine that. It's not going to happen. And so based on Lexx Little's appearance, working out, flexing, and so on, I do believe his body fat is probably closer to 20% body fat. Remember, 15% body fat considered to generally be ideal, although it's lower for some and higher for others. He does have a six-pack. You can still see his abdominals, but he doesn't have as much definition as he did before. And so if he's truly unhappy with his bulk, if he's not as happy, why continue it? If you're at 20% body fat, there's no additional benefit to gaining more body fat than this. It's not going to build more muscle, and so why continue to bulk? Oftentimes people think that you need to bulk and cut to build muscle, and although this is not true, if you do in fact bulk and cut, there's a time when you have to end the bulk. And perhaps for Lexx, it's now. If you're not happy with it, stop bulking. There's no rocket science to this. There's nothing that says you have to be 20% body fat. There's nothing that says you have to be 10. Be somewhere in the middle. 15% body fat. I do believe if it was 15%, he perhaps would weigh less. Perhaps he'd only be 210 pounds, but maybe he'd be more happy. Throughout this video, the main theme I see is I need to eat more, but I'm not happy with how I look, but I need to eat more. I'm not eating enough. I need to eat more. Seems like he's constantly inundated with thoughts about trying to eat enough. This is not healthy. Just eat.
This shit's good. I'm not gonna lie. You're sure. Oh, better than last time I had it.
And what is up next on the menu? Well, of course, burger and fries. Very healthy, very American.
All right, guys, good morning. So it's day 2 of the Arnold. I've been having a good time. I finally dropped all that water and I feel like myself again.
And it's now day 2. He feels like himself again. When you travel, sometimes you hold water. He's now lost the water.
I'm just gonna literally eat basically as much food as I possibly can right now because my physique is just
I mean, he's bloated and he doesn't like the way he looks. And now that he's not bloated, dropped the water, he again doesn't like the way he looks. And so what is his solution? I'm now going to bulk up harder than last time. But yet when he did that and had more water retention, he didn't like that look. And so what's the solution?
like, I don't feel like...
I think you look amazing.
Thankfully, the girlfriend, you look amazing. That is what you want to hear. That is a keeper.
I just have this weird look going on. Like, it's like I lost all my fullness from, like, bulking and just eating the same foods every day. I barely had any water. It's like hard to find water here for some reason. I don't know.
I'm not trying to make fun of him here. I'm just trying to be open, honest, and transparent and tell you the truth. The truth is, it was very easy to find water. Yeah, it wasn't all that cheap, but there was plenty of water. There was nowheres I went that I couldn't find water. And so to say, you know, I couldn't find food or water, I didn't experience that.
I looked so much better today as well. And I'm proud. I mean, last time I was at the gym for HQ, I was shredded out of my mind. Obviously, I was a lot smaller, but I was pretty happy actually with how I looked.
And so think of it. Every day he's talking about how he looks. A lot of pressure to look a certain way, especially at the Arnold's with so many fans. Says, last time was at the headquarters. I looked amazing. I was shredded. In comparison, I'm not as happy. And so notice how every day his self-worth, how he feels about himself, it's related to the scale and how he looks in the mirror. The day before, I don't look good. I need to eat everything in sight. The next day, I need to stop eating. I'm too bloated. And so please stop overemphasizing the importance of your looks. It's not that important. I know it feels important, but what really matters is how you feel on the inside.
We met like 2 days ago when we got that pic where I was fat. When I was fat as fuck.
Face is a bit rounder. He said he's been getting leaner.
Do I even look like that right now?
And so notice the first thing he says when we're meeting on camera is, do I look that fat? Is my face looking like that? No, you don't. And even if you did, It doesn't matter. You look incredible. Physique's better than 99 point whatever percent of the population. Even at your worst, you still look incredible. And so don't worry about it. And you know what this reminds me of? A lot like Alex Eubank. Remember that tragic physique he had? You know, that one that looks like a Greek god that looks like a tragedy with his six-pack and so on? Lexx Little remind me a lot like Alex Eubank, except I do in fact believe Lexx Little to be 100% natural. Let me point that out.
I don't like to be a part of shit that's like negative, but I like the shit that gets people going. That's like fun, you know.
Was this actually funny or was it negative? I think if we actually are honest with ourselves, this wasn't as funny as it was negative. People making fun of Lexx Little for how he looks, saying his face looks like Lex Skittles and so on. To me, yeah, it could be seen as funny, but to me, it's also negative. And so he doesn't like being part of this. I in no way believe that Lexx Little enjoyed this. I don't think he liked it. I think in hindsight, he wishes he hadn't taken the photo. He perhaps regrets it. But remember, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The knows it doesn't matter. It doesn't define you. It's okay.
Like somebody will make a negative comment about me, I'll like screenshot and post on my wall.
People thought we didn't like each other.
And so the reality is I don't dislike Lexx Little even a little. I like him a lot. Hope that he doesn't feel so bad about his body. Hope he doesn't continue to bulk. I just want him to be healthy. I want him to be happy. I also want all of you to be happy. If you're considering going on a bulk and you're looking at Lexx Little's physique and you're thinking, wow, he looks incredible. Well, if you have more body fat than Lexx Little, should you in fact be bulking? And also, as good as Lexx Little looks, even he is not immune to being made fun of. Thousands of people making fun of even Lexx Little who doesn't deserve it. He hasn't done anything wrong. And so imagine if this happens to Lexx Little, it can happen to anyone. And so the next time you read a negative comment posted about you on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, don't listen to it. It doesn't define you.
I could eat like 5 of these right now.
My advice, if you're interested in eating big meals for the big eaters and not trying to gain weight, Cookbook 3.1. You know where to get it on my friggin' website, code Greg, 15% off. And if you want to put all that food to good use, you could be taking Turk Builder, Ek Builder to try to help you build muscle. Remember, it's not for teenagers, it's for people who are older. Perhaps you've reached a plateau. You want to put on more muscle than last time. And of course, GO2 Max for improved cardio. Everyone can do more cardio than last time.
Fans react to fitness sensation Lexx Little's new bulked up look at the Arnold Classic.
You're that guy that's making fucking headlines that I look like fucking shit.
Imagine the crowd was stunned as he debuted his newfound bulked up physique. Imagine how that feels. Let that sink in a little. And so for me, it's the young mindset. The Sam Suliks and the Lexx Littles, they bulk. They seem to eat junk food when they bulk. Sam Sulik mostly was eating Papa John's pizza. Lexx Little, he prefers Five Guys. Me, I eat healthy most of the time. Do I always eat healthy? Of course not. I have my ice creams, I eat my burger once in a while, but it's not the majority of what I eat. The majority I eat is healthy. And so my advice, don't bulk and cut, at least to this extent. If you're concerned with your weight, just try to maintain, try to be healthy. 15% body fat, it's plenty healthy. Don't need to strive for single-digit body fat. Ending it here. Let me know in the comment section, did Lexx Little actually get fat? Should he bulk? Should he cut? Should he maintain? What should he in fact do? Subscribe and click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to watch one of those 2 bloops. Also, cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team, the Harder Than Last Time supplements, clothing line, all on the website. Code Greg 15% off. And until next time, I am out.